What's up, everybody? This is The Quad with Chris Young. As always, I am Chris. We got Haley the Bear.
Hello.
Producer Josh.
Hell yeah.
And Ryan from Miami.
You were surprised when you saw me this morning.
I didn't know you were going to be in town,
I
dude.
like to surprise people. I'm a little late on the birthday. Well, happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I am older.
How does it feel?
Honestly, I've been having this conversation with so many people. It's not just good. It feels great.
Oh. You two are the same age now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Officially.
Now we're officially both 39.
Yes.
And
Ooh, big 4-0's coming up.
yeah, it's coming. Shh, we don't talk.
Not yet. Not yet.
What are we doing?
All kinds of stuff.
Joint
evidently.
Vegas trip or?
Not dying. That's
Yeah, that is the goal.
that's really it.
I honestly had a conversation with somebody the other day that was like very upset about getting older, and I was like, why? Because the alternative sucks.
Benjamin Button. Just
No.
Just getting younger every year. That sounds awful.
No.
Can you imagine middle school again?
Oh, God.
I had a really bad experience in middle school, so I do not want to go back to it.
Although if I could take everything that I knew now,
Sure.
and could go back.
Yeah. I mean, I would not be wearing
That would be
FUBU.
the plot of 17 again, featuring Zac Efron.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the plot of a movie called Back to the Future, but it's,
But I
But then
feel
he
like
You go back.
But then he gets to come back from the future. What if we just had to go backwards? Like the whole story ends,
What if
ends
you
in
had to go
1985.
backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
No. I don't want to.
I don't think I do either.
How weird would that be, though, if, like, with all the technology we're used to now, if it just dissipated and you literally had to go back to, like,
I mean, some
writing,
of it
writing notes
would
in
be
class.
It'd be amazing.
Like, we'd have to pass notes in class again.
It'd be
which is,
amazing.
some of it would be
hate it.
awesome.
You're telling me I get to play outside again? That sounds
Right.
awesome.
Right.
Drink from the
Telling me
hose, you know?
I don't have the 8 billion fake accounts of me. That would be
would be good,
fantastic.
too.
I would love that.
I still actually have saved all of the notes that were passed in class in high school. I actually have that in a
What?
closet, for the record.
You
Yeah.
gotta-
Are you
I
serious?
swear to God.
You're
yeah.
gonna have to bring them.
I cannot read those.
Oh yes, no, we're gonna
No,
do
no,
this.
those
Yeah,
cannot
oh
be
yeah.
read.
Then don't bring it up on the podcast. We are gonna do
Yeah,
a
why would-
segment called
why would you do that to
Ryan
yourself?
reads his notes from high school.
that would be a fantastic segment.
You can look ahead and pick the
Yeah, let me do that.
the,
Look,
the
yeah,
like
let's-
5 least
Let me filter.
incriminating
Let me
ones.
filter a few of those. But I did meet my high school sweetheart in English class, and we were passing notes.
I want to
If
read
we
one.
Is it-
If we can make fun of Haley for not being able to spell random names of NHL players, you can.
Spell Igor Shesterkin.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Pass.
I actually learned, by the way, the first name that I read off to you, Haley, isn't on the active roster for the Panthers.
Oh,
so I kind of trapped into
entrapment.
there. Yeah, trapped
Wow,
into the bit.
rude. Set me
Sorry.
up for failure.
It was funny. Off of the bit.
Well, all for the bit. Ryan, do you have the poll?
I do, yes.
All
Which
right.
is better, dogs or cats?
Woof.
Woof woof.
Meow.
You chose dogs.
76% of the vote was dogs. There is 24% cat people out there. I'm actually, you, the 24%. We love you. Pretty kitty.
You chose dogs.
Whoa.
Just to be clear, you chose dogs.
I did.
Last week.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
All right.
Yeah,
But the movie
I was-
we watched had a lot of cats.
I
involved.
feel as though, and I don't want to spoil anything. Let's save it until the end. I do feel like this week's might be the most lopsided we've ever seen.
This will be the most upside down.
Do we think this could be like a 98, 99%er?
It might
I
be
don't think
100.
we've had. Have we had? I don't think we've had one of those in history. We've had
It
90%.
might be 100.
but I don't think we've had 95 or above.
We're going to
guys-
find out.
We're
Yeah?
gonna keep it.
Guys,
We're gonna
really
keep it a buck.
surprised.
Huh?
We're gonna keep it a buck. All right. Let's go to music.
Music. Hey.
Hey. Young Lovin' Saturday Nights still climbing the charts. Big shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much. Also, dude, there's so much new music out right now. It's like everybody decided to just go.
It's release season, apparently.
Yeah,
SZN.
I'm glad.
Glad you got ahead of it by a few months.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad my album came out earlier.
Yeah.
Like just to be honest. So, but there's a lot of really cool stuff out there right now, and dude, I'm writing constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've probably written more in the past, I'd say 2 months than I ever have.
You're on your like everyday grind right now.
It's wild, and I think it's because I haven't had as many shows in the past 2 weeks.
Sure.
And I've decided to instead of just not doing anything,
Instead of taking a break, what a
I was
perfect time
like, what a perfect time to make more music.
to relax with some work. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
it seems like you're, for lack of a better term, doubling down.
Oh my god.
Well, I think it speaks to the process, though. It's like because you're a good writer, like you want to have as many cracks at it before you even start thinking about compiling for the next record. So it's like the sooner you start.
Let's don't talk about that. That's...
New record? Do we have a date?
No.
I'm just
Still working on this one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
in
was
the
gonna
future.
say,
In the future, I'm
in the top 10 right now with this song.
I'm not-
let's
that's
let's
fine.
let it cook.
just
Double
saying,
down.
I'm just saying future.
Speaking of, I know this is not music related, but I did beat our friend Nick Pate in a chicken cook-off.
I wasn't
Oh.
there, so I can't say who was better. Do we have leftovers, by the way?
What was
I do.
What was the?
Yes.
How did you prepare yours? Did you spatchcock it?
No.
No.
So we specifically said the rules were same size bird,
Okay,
and
10 to 12 pounds.
we did beer can chicken.
Okay,
Ooh. A
So
little dry rub on there?
he went just pure dry rub. I did dry rub, but then the last 30 minutes I basted mine with barbecue sauce.
yeah, that's a winner.
Ooh. So you had a little, you're
That's
like
a winner.
caramelized on there a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basting is.
So you
the only
essentially
way.
had like an old school turk off.
Sort.
I mean,
I mean, it's chicken.
Yeah, and they put it on the grill too. So it was.
Yeah, it was on the grill, and so there was
really
like
good try, Ryan.
there was a bunch of people in my house, and they all basically decided to cast votes, and so at the last minute, we just to make sure there was no collusion, as we like to say,
Yes.
on voting on this podcast. We actually had the numbers, and then we swapped the plates where the numbers were.
Oh.
So no one would know whose was whose.
Great,
And it was after we like parted the chicken out. So,
right? So they can't see
Yeah.
like what came out of the. Did you go oven, grill? What did you do? Smoke it?
No, we did
Grill.
grill.
You did grill.
Oh, grilled it. Oh,
And
okay.
it also right in the middle of of doing this, everybody was hanging out in the pool, and all of a sudden you just hear this huge crack of thunder, and I was like, and everybody out.
Everybody out.
It pulled a Florida on us because it was literally no storms or rain in the forecast at all for yesterday.
And then, like, an
even,
hour.
And then even in the morning, it still said no storms or showers.
Yeah, tell
and then
that to my pilot who diverted to Huntsville, Alabama.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, where did this even come from? I was like, wait a
yeah,
Florida
it popped
on
up.
us.
It popped up out of nowhere, and it was
going
like originally it was going to be, hey, there's going to be rain around 5 o'clock, and then it was like, never mind, there's rain at 2:30 to 3, and then no rain and sun, and then it's going to rain again from 5 to 8.
And then it was JK 50-mile-an-hour winds going through Madison. Do you question for you? Do you ever take like a grill out on the road? Like, do you ever?
I've grilled on the road before. We have somebody gave us and I'm so sorry for whoever gave it to us because I would mention the product name if I could remember who gave it to us, but it was a random show, and so we have one under the bus.
Yeah.
But I've used one on the road before and made I think we did like oysters and we did
Oh.
Okay. All right. Fancy.
Oh, grilled
were-
oysters.
We
okay.
were down near the Gulf, so
Got it. Makes more sense.
Were you in New Orleans? Say that would be pretty appropriate. if you
yes,
were
we
fire
were.
roast.
We in fact were in New Orleans.
There you go.
I this year, stop me if I've told this on the podcast, but I decided to bring a hot dog roller out on the road this summer.
Okay.
So I bought an industrial 18 hot dog roller, and then I had it built into a road case, which I'm going to go pick up today.
That is hilarious.
So that's gonna live.
Huh.
We're gonna have some glizzies over at stage left.
Oh, here we go.
Gleaves glizzies.
Oh, I like this.
Over
Can
it.
we do a little food truck? Gleaves Glizzies?
I mean, if they can have a daddy's dogs, you can have a Gleaves glizzy.
I
You know
like
what I mean?
it.
Right.
We're starting an IG page.
Okay, that one's yours.
Oh, that's... See, there's a char on that. That's really pretty.
Yeah, it's the sugar from the sauce.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm hungry now. Thank you.
Also, this was the day before, Josh, just to make you proud. Portillo's.
Let's go.
Oh.
See, glizzy everywhere.
Yep.
Glizzies as far as the
All
eye
the
can
glazes.
see. The idea
my
originally
God.
was we're going to Canada in the fall and we're not coming back. So I thought, we have days
Wait,
off
you're-
for travel
you're
days.
moving to Canada?
No, we're going to Canada for
Well,
shows.
I want to make sure.
Et travailleux des fois trempé.
And so I thought with days off and it being football season, et cetera, I was like, oh, it'd be cool to like on the days off be able to like grill out and just have hot dogs and
You know who's-
stock the bus full of them.
No, who's not going to Canada? Lord Stanley.
We don't know that yet. We're not there yet.
that's
Could we?
Yeah,
I was-
we're
yeah.
not even there, right?
Jump
Jump
ahead.
You know
the
what's
gun
great about
over here.
cookies? Like, what do you do?
We can do that.
What are you
okay,
doing?
Okay.
an out of order podcast.
Okay.
What are you listening to?
So, what are you listening to,
What are
Haley?
you doing?
Haley, have at it.
This week I'm gonna go with Chris Brown's "Summer Too Hot" because of all the fun pool activities we've been doing.
I'm going to go.
It's a
Devil.
really hot summer, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It's been a
Golly.
heat advisory here for the past
Yeah.
2 days.
I felt
And
it.
guess whose AC isn't working in their vehicle?
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry. Is this another episode of Haley's Car Adventures?
Haley breaks a car.
We should do a mini series on this, actually.
This is do we need to put together a timeline of all of these vehicles going
I feel
out?
like yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with Tommy Richmond, Devil is a Lie. New song from him.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, you should go listen to it.
We should.
It is explicit, so I will say that.
Okay. I've been on a rock kick. Finally, my side project, Falcon Force, we have finished our record.
Yes.
2 years later, we finally sat down, including a song where I sing lead vocals as high of a note as I've ever hit in my entire life.
There you go.
Very,
That'll be fun singing live.
I know, very Dave Grohl, real up there. But that's not my choice. But I have been on a rock kick, and Hardy has a new song called Jim Bob that gets real heavy real quick.
Yeah,
Real heavy. So
Jim
that's
Bob
my
Cooter?
pick.
I like it.
If
Shout
you-
out to Hardy.
If you haven't heard it, it's something.
Nice.
We ought to have him on.
Would love that.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
We
That'd be
definitely
fun.
need to get
That'd be
that going.
So I spent the weekend in Atlanta. I checked off ballpark number 16 on my list, by the way, at Truist Park. And so,
Welcome to Atlanta with a.
so Ludacris was a fixture of the soundtrack inside of
That's
Truist
not
Park.
Luda, but
No,
okay.
I mean, Luda's featured on that track. But,
Yeah, but that's
But that always happens right before Luda comes in. Luda.
that's not what you just did. Though.
I know. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I know. It's Lil Jon. I know.
by the way, like T-Pain is playing a concert at Tropicana Field later this year, which I think is
Heck
fun.
yeah.
That's pretty great. So my song is "Stand Up" by Ludacris from the Chicken and Beer album.
Luda.
stand up is great.
Yeah. And literally, they played that to get everyone in the stadium to.
And you know what?
Stand up.
We had chicken and beer.
We did
Very topical.
full
Yes.
circle.
There you go.
Incredible. Incredible.
I love it.
That was planned, by the way.
Love that. Love that. I can't sing all of the lyrics to it for reasons, but I still remember the beginning of that album because it's like so incredible. Never unforgettable now. You know what happened to the dopest flows. Like it's.
Yep. Just comes out swinging.
I remember that from being like in high school, I believe. But
There are some of those songs that are just like embedded in our brain.
When did that album come out?
I don't know.
Chicken and Beer.
Chicken
That
and
would
beer.
that would have had to been in the early aughts.
Yeah, that's
2003.
I was gonna
So
say. I
all
was gonna
right,
say
that's when
02.
I graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm
Yikes.
old.
Yeah, dog.
So is Ludacris. So is Ludacris.
I mean, we.
Luda. Yeah. I mean, that's not. No. That's like me going. Must have on that beat. Like.
I think it all works. I think everyone knows what we're talking.
DJ Khaled.
Oh my god!
Another one.
JR. We got all of them.
I love that you gave that like just so many. It's like JR is what it is.
Yeah.
But I love that you.
I miss those in the beginning of
We're gonna
hip-hop
start doing that in
songs.
country music soon, I guess.
Producer
It's getting
tags.
closer. It's getting
Just
closer.
producer tags. Oh my god!
what?
Okay, get out of here. Sports. Let's go to sports.
Okay.
Sports.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a bunch of new sounders by the end of this.
Oh.
Please do not edit this into a super clip of me doing that.
Yes,
Jim.
please edit into a super clip.
Do not.
Please
do not.
do
do not.
not. Please
do
do
not do
not.
that.
Or if you do, then I'll auto-tune it and we'll make a song out of it.
Oh,
Do it on-
okay.
do it on the
So, Mavs are still alive.
Let's go.
No, let's not go. 1-800-BETS-OFF is the national gambling.
You thought they were going to sweep.
I thought it was going to be a sweep, man.
Nah.
I'm not even kidding. And yeah, I was wrong. And Jason Tatum just laid the hell down.
They all
Oh my god!
Boston's been good for one of those each series, though. Like they've had one
but
of those
couldn't
games in every series.
why couldn't it be the fifth one?
yeah.
True.
Well, yeah. They missed a lot of threes.
All
of them.
lot.
All of them.
That's
They
their
were-
game. Their
they were-
game is
they were-
make more threes than the opponent and play defense. That's
They
their
were
game.
they were 2 of 19 before they started pulling all the starters in the third quarter. I will tell you, I was at Game 3 in Dallas. It was an incredible comeback. Down 21 in the third, a just horrible third quarter, and then in the fourth, they got within 1 point.
22-2 run, right? I believe
Yes.
in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, it didn't hit the over in that game either.
No,
They have not hit the over.
1-800-BETS-OFF is the number.
Yes.
it is a defensive series for sure, but
Well, look, the rule is you don't bet anything that
you can't afford to
you
lose.
can't afford to lose, and that it's supposed to be fun.
Maverick.
If you think that that's how you're going to get rich is gambling, then there's a problem. You
Mavericks
should
plus
call
215 on the money
off.
line today. 215 plus 215 on the money line.
Yeah, no,
That
I
should be-
think
that should be more.
It's Celtics today for sure.
I don't know. Here's the thing.
Luka became somehow a good defender overnight,
Well,
which was weird.
he also isn't as hurt because he's been
He's
hurt
getting
this
shot
entire
up
series.
before every game.
He is getting some treatment. He's getting treatment before every game.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna call that treatment.
He's
getting treatment.
There's no way they're just.
Cortisone.
Yeah.
He's in the long stretch. Now he's got to keep going.
I will say the adjustments they made for Game 4, I think that they can continue to do in Game 5.
I mean, here's my thing. I also have been in a position where I have like my voice is completely gone, which happens to people, and I think a lot of times everyone sees it in a vacuum and they don't realize that there's real life and a lot of travel in what we do.
Yeah, and bad sleep.
And bad sleep and allergies and
Heat
everything
advisory
else.
and
yeah,
high
and they're
altitude,
like,
low
oh
altitude.
my God. And they don't realize that, maybe that would possibly affect your vocal cords.
Yep.
And I have gotten little
Booster.
steroid shot
booster.
before a show and I feel fantastic.
It's the best.
For a day.
And then it's tough off that hill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The adjustments they made, I think that they can carry over into Game 5. They definitely took away the corner 3, the recoveries
Corner 3.
from and because Luka played a more engaged defense, they were able to single cover everyone, and so they didn't have to pull the help off of the corner 3, which killed them in Game 3.
He also got help from others, too. He got contributions from the other guys, which hadn't happened in the first 3 games of the series.
Kyrie Irving, we're talking about you.
I mean, Kyrie Irving had a great Game 3. It's Luka that played like
Correct.
crap in Game 3.
And fouled out.
Correct. But yes, PJ Washington was hitting threes. Derek Jones Jr. is hitting threes. Like Gafford's getting putbacks.
Okay,
Lively's
so
getting putbacks.
are you saying you think that they have a chance to win this series?
I think that they have a chance. I think you have
The
to-
finals. Sorry.
I think that they have made some really great adjustments. And I think that if Porzingis doesn't play, they can win tonight. You have to take it game by game. This goes back to the 3-1 Cavs against the Warriors.
That's not an answer.
Yeah, I think they can win it. I think they can.
Really?
Yes. We have historically seen the Celtics collapse against good teams. Let us rewind a couple years ago to their collapse against the Warriors after being up 2-0.
Okay. Now you're being arbitrary because, let's be honest, this is not the same Celtics team that we've seen.
It's not. There's no Drew Holiday. There's no Derek White, but it is Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And if they don't show up, it doesn't matter.
Didn't the Mavs do this earlier at the start of the playoffs at all? Like they were all of a sudden they weren't doing well, and then towards the end of the series, they just came out and demolished the teams by a lot, kind of like they did.
I think the very first round against the Clippers, the first 2 games weren't very good, and then they
down
kind of
3-1 or something. Came back.
2-1.
Yeah.
It's a game by game scenario. It should be the Celtics here. This should be everything coming together.
Yeah.
It is. We have not yet
Porzingis
seen
getting
it.
hurt is not good.
The Porzingis part of this is when you take away the 7'4" guy around the rim who can block shots and shoot threes, it changes.
Oh, you don't say.
It changes what you can do against them.
Sort of like if the Lakers didn't have Shaq.
Correct. If you didn't have Shaq and
Oh my
just
God,
Kobe,
that would be such a different team. No way.
and people are like, well, what about 2010, 2011? Kobe had Pau Gasol and a lot of other really great pieces around him. Polices. Had the police there too, courtside.
Teams down 0-3 in a series, by the way, just statistically speaking, in the
Have
NBA
never
Finals. 0-156.
Yeah, have never won.
Now that's in the playoffs, not the finals. And by the way, last year, Boston almost, if not for a Jason Tatum sprained ankle,
Dude,
could have come back and beat the Miami Heat down 3-0. So it is possible.
Almost only counts in very few things.
Anything is possible.
Kevin Garnett.
There you go. Celtics wrap it up tonight. I think there's. I think
it's
they're done tonight
over.
at home. I don't think they if you let Dallas get another one, then go home with that kind of momentum.
Yeah. Okay. Another one. We the best.
Muscle on that beat.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Celtics, you want to.
the theme of this podcast.
Is just off the rails right now. You can't let Dallas win today.
No.
You just absolutely cannot. And they probably
don't think
will
they
lose.
do.
I think it's probably 4-1. That seems like how this is more than likely going to go.
Yeah.
But
Dallas got one. They're not going to go down without a fight. I think it will be a closer game 5. But I think
what
it's
if Dallas
seized.
wins tonight, though?
If Dallas wins tonight, all bets are off.
If Dallas wins
literally.
tonight, I mean, I may hit up the guy that got me the tickets for Game 3, and I might try to go to Game 6 at that point.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a friend we can call.
Yeah.
Let's put a pin in that. So
Just
maybe,
please.
So maybe we do want them.
Maybe we do.
Maybe we do want the Mavs to win.
But then I don't want to be blamed for
if they
go into the
'cause
game
you're
and they
there.
lose because that's Dallas.
Yeah,
And I love Dallas.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I did make it on TV for the telecast.
Did you really?
Yeah,
You did?
yeah. I was
That's
right,
awesome.
I was right in front of where Paul George and Stephen A. and
Oh, hell
J.A.
yeah.
Donde and all of them were.
No way.
Will Baum.
Baum.
Yeah.
J.A., that was a.
J.A. was there too.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Nice. Nice.
And so like there's a cut right at halftime. You see me like right in front of
Nice.
him. I had a giant Luca head.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk NHL, Ryan.
Yeah. 8-1. Yeah. What? Wasn't Shania Twain there or something? I saw something trending that she maybe I got fooled by the internet. Did I get
She is
fooled by the
Canadian.
internet?
She is Canadian.
I thought she was like the inspiration behind the Oilers' 8-1 win. Which, by the way,
we are right about that, right? She is Canadian.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
her first record was like her in the snow.
Yes.
And
you cannot
During
carry
summer,
over.
I don't know.
From, at least
it was
last time I checked.
before her and Mutt Lang started working together. The one that no one like
The
in
real
America
first
remembers.
record. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last
Not
I
come
checked,
on over.
you cannot carry over those goals from game Game 4 into Game 5.
I was about to say, what's the record at right now?
It's 3-1, and heading back to South Florida. I think Game 5 is tomorrow in Sunrise.
Florida's up 3-1.
Florida, okay.
Now, the concern here is the Oilers chased Sergei Bobrovsky, who was in line to win the Conn Smythe, which is the MVP award trophy in the Stanley Cup final. They chased him after he gave up 5 goals with a lot of time left in that second period. So is there some sort of frailty in terms of who's in net for the Panthers? Who knows? I don't think that team has played so good and bounced back so well.
Wait.
All
right.
postseason long.
For anyone listening, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to.
I nailed Sergei Bobrovsky, by the way. I nailed it.
You nailed that.
Yeah.
You did. I'm not trying to interrupt your thought process, Ryan, but I do have to say right here, for anyone listening, that this is the section of the podcast that you don't really dive into because maybe you're not a huge sports fan or maybe you're just not a big NHL fan. Goalies have off nights.
Yes, very much.
It happens. The best goalies in the world will have an off night and then they will come back the next game and just play lights out. It happens. So that to me does not indicate anything.
It's like a pitcher in baseball. Like you can have
they had a bad game.
One bad game, got shelled on a couple pitches, and that's it.
It's
and
just
they
you
pull
get,
them.
and you get in your head, and it makes it worse. But then, because you got in your head the game, you're going to try and get in your head a good way the next game.
However, did the Oilers figure something out? Much like the Mavericks, were there an adjustment that was made that you can carry over?
Look, if you look at what they first of all, Connor McDavid scored his first goal of the Stanley Cup Finals, which
finally.
By the way,
Well,
it's final.
He's got a
not
lot of
finals.
assists.
He does, but by the way, he's the engine that makes that entire thing go. One of the greatest players to ever grace the ice. But I think what they did, they came out as the aggressors.
One of the greatest ever.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's a debate. Connor McDavid is one of the greatest ever to grace the ice.
I wouldn't put him top 10 all time.
I'm interested.
He is amazing, but he has to keep
top
doing
10
it.
hockey players of all time. Gretzky's number one.
But he has to keep doing what he
like top 5.
Yeah, dude, he has to keep doing what he's doing.
Correct. He has to.
And
He also has to win a
broken
cup.
records.
He also has to win a cup.
He's broken records for sure. I'm no shame on his name. I do not want that smoke from NHL fans at all.
Connor McOverrated?
No. I didn't say that.
I'm just.
Don't put words in my mouth. But he has to continue to do it, and you're right. He does have to win a cup.
He's got to win. He's got to win Lord Stanley. I don't think this is the year they do it. Look, I think they were the aggressors in Game 4. They literally came out and punched, the Panthers in the mouth, and they not only scored one goal, they continually after the Panthers tied it. Then they added on goal after goal. You chalk it up to one of those games you mentioned. I think it's the same thing as a pitcher getting shelled in a start, right? Panthers are going to come out in Game 5 on home ice where they protect home ice really well. I think they wrap up the series similarly to what the Celtics do, I think, tonight here in Game 5 at home.
According to Bleacher Report, they do not list Connor McDavid in their top 10 at all.
No, he's not. He's not top 10 yet. That's okay.
That's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Who's their top 10?
That's you know what? We love lists.
We do love lists. Number 10, Sidney Crosby. Number 9, Bobby
Sid the
Hull.
Yeah.
Guy Lafleur. Mark Messier.
Yeah.
Jean Bellevue.
Yeah.
Maurice Richard. Mario Lemieux.
Rocket Richard.
Bobby Orr.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky.
Oh.
Whoa!
And Gordie Howe as the number one.
That's a surprise.
Bleacher Report.
Although,
A little sauce.
man, Gordie Howe started playing for the Red Wings in 1946 and retired in 1980.
Wait, what?
Look,
From 46 to 80.
Jeez.
look. I'm sorry. That's one of those generational arguments. That's someone that has been watching their entire life, and they're much older than all of us. Mm-hmm. that it is not Gordie Howe. I'm sorry. It's Wayne Gretzky. He did things we've never seen before.
I agree.
McDavid's got to win a cup, but I don't think this is the year they do it. I think the Panthers close it out in Game 5.
But that's why I said he's not top 10 yet. That was not a slight.
No, Connor McOverrated. That's what
I said. No, that is not what I said, Ryan. And I said yet. Connor McDavid is doing some crazy stuff on the ice, but he has not had a good postseason.
He's good on skates.
Yeah.
That skating's hard, by the way.
It is,
So
but,
What
but
do
it's
you
like
what do you think about this bear being from?
Florida.
But they're not my team. I have to say this over and over. None of the hockey teams in Florida are mine. I never watched hockey when I lived in Florida because back then it wasn't anything.
Do you think if the
growing
Bears
up.
played hockey, they'd be better than a football team?
they're called the Blackhawks. Yes.
Oh my god!
Which the Blackhawks aren't good anymore.
They actually win
But-
titles, though.
Yeah, but
In the
They used
century.
to.
they've won titles in your lifetime though.
They used to.
That's good.
By the way, and this is, I know, not sponsored, but if you call Gatorade by the name of the flavor,
You're a cop. You're a narc. You're a narc. There's light
what's
blue
wrong
and dark
with you?
blue. That's
Yeah,
it.
No, you.
what do you
Hey,
mean?
I want the yellow one.
Yeah.
That's
You don't go, I'd like
No,
some.
you like it's called
cool-
lime. It's orange.
No.
no,
It's ice cool.
No. What?
no, Ryan.
No. It's purple, dark
Purple,
blue,
red.
light blue.
Hey, will you grab me a red Gatorade?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you say.
You don't say fruit punch.
No, hell no.
Plus, then they have the weird, like, strawberry watermelon, whatever, where you're just like,
Whatever.
I don't want that red one. I
Yeah.
want the real
Should we
red one.
table a hot take being
I'm-
the
I
top
know.
Gatorade flavor?
No.
No, this is not. You know what? Put it on the poll. Do you call Gatorade by the flavor name or the color of the Gatorade?
On it.
Flavor name or color?
It's always the color.
It's always the color.
Even in the Sunny D commercial, it was purple stuff. It wasn't even the flavor.
That wasn't a Sunny D commercial.
Yeah, it was.
That was Dave Chappelle.
No. OJ, purple stuff, Sunny D.
That
was Sunny D.
The reference to that though is Dave Chappelle.
Your reference to that. I'm talking about the commercial, the actual commercial.
I tagged Gatorade in here in case they want to sponsor us.
We would love that.
Yeah.
You were
Go ahead. Feel free.
You are delicious and refreshing on a hot Nashville summer
The only thing
day.
I don't
gonna
like
say,
about
I
you
think
is your
that's-
name.
I think this is the second show in a row that I've had a Gatorade.
I
I think we're onto something here.
we're ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, did you see Rory McIlroy became a meme yesterday? That was
No. For what?
well, he basically botched what would have been his first major since 2014.
Well, okay, hang on. Don't we live for those moments as sports fans?
Yeah.
guys pooping down their leg. I don't know if Rory would agree with that.
No,
No, but it
no.
made the Bryson shot out of the bunker that much more exciting.
It made it.
That was the
so
best shot of his
exciting.
career. Arguably.
Yeah,
like
no
that was an
question.
Well, he
unbelievable
even
shot.
said, he goes, I think it's the best shot of my career.
Yeah.
He went up and down to be +1 on the day and still win.
Yeah, he put it in the native area, he put it in the bunker, and still was able to putt for par. Like, that's crazy. That's how I play golf.
Crazy though. But this is how unprecedented that McIlroy miss was. He was 496 for 496 inside 3 feet this season while putting.
Well, he
before
was
that brutal
4
miss on
feet.
16.
He missed two.
He
missed
4
two.
feet. He missed more than 2.
Well, he missed 2 in the last 3 holes. Is
you
what
just
happened.
you
Yeah.
feel for him because it's a guy who I like. He's been going through stuff too, outside of the game of golf, and called off his divorce, which I thought was great. And a lot of people were saying, hey, maybe this could be the major that he wins, and he comes up literally just a couple of shots short. It's
I mean,
I feel
literally
for Rory.
one short.
Yep.
technically one shot, but he had a 2-shot lead, I think, going into 16.
That's what makes the movie Tin Cup so awesome. When he just takes that 13 on the
He's
last
like,
hole.
screw it.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to knock it in. Love it. Oh, I'm going to go watch
And-
it.
Yeah, I now need to watch Tin Cup again. Thanks. Have you ever seen Tin Cup?
Yeah.
Rory McIlroy,
Tin Cup.
Tin Cup.
I don't think he would appreciate that today.
Probably not.
I think he still made a
before
lot of
we-
money yesterday.
Well, of course he did. Before we jump off of sports, NFL, Trevor Lawrence getting paid.
Dog.
Well, look, what was their other option?
Have you put his stats against Daniel Jones? Have you seen their head-to-head stats?
I ask you again, what was their other option?
Roll it over and go draft or pick up any free agent. Jake Browning. Go get anyone that has done more.
Jake Browning.
Jake Browning was good for Cincinnati last year.
Bring back Gardner Minshew.
Blake Bortles is
Yes,
somewhere.
yes.
No.
Hey, let him to the AFC Championship game. If
look.
not for a Miles Jack knee down, would have beat Tom Brady in the playoffs.
Oh my God. Okay,
true.
actually, I do have something for you that I will say I completely agree with. Gardner Minshew
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
is arguably better than Trevor Lawrence.
It is not arguably. It is a proven fact he is better than Trevor Lawrence.
Very, very.
I'm
very,
sorry, Jacksonville.
But why do they think that Trevor deserved that much money when he hasn't?
That's guys coming off rookie deals.
Yeah.
You believe in the quarterback you have as opposed to not having one. Like
It is market value for what a quarterback is right now coming off of a rookie deal, but I would not pay him because
No.
he hasn't done, short of losing to Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs,
But then
which
what do you do?
everyone does.
What is your other option?
Oh God! Stop it! Everyone
Oh, I don't
doesn't.
know.
In fact, I believe I took you to a Super Bowl, Josh.
the one
where
time
he
yes,
got beat.
The one time he got beat by the guy that has beat him twice. The one time twice he's gotten beat.
Oh, much like there was another guy that everybody thought wasn't very good, like Eli Manning, who beat that guy twice.
It can happen. I'm just saying.
Monsell is yawning behind the camera. I think this means we're boring.
I just don't. He hasn't done anything, and so you're betting that he can capture what he did at Clemson still, even though
Where
we have
you're-
no.
He's
We have
already
no
proven that he's not
he,
going
we
to
have,
be able to do that.
we
in
have
the
no
NFL.
data that suggests he can bounce back from adversity. He was a winner in high school, in college, etc. And this is the first time he's ever lost in his professional or football career period. And learning how to lose and bounce back is its own skill. And I don't think that.
I loved him against Alabama.
Your Daniel Jones comparison is spot on. Because I want you to look at this. Through first 50 career starts.
Yeah.
Okay. Record. Trevor Lawrence, 20-30. Daniel Jones, 19-30-1. Quarterback rating. Trevor Lawrence, 85. Daniel Jones, 86. Total passing yards. Trevor Lawrence, 12,700. Daniel Jones, 12,400. He has one more passing TD than Daniel Jones. He has 6 more interceptions than Daniel Jones and has the exact same yards per attempt and completion percentage.
Jesus.
That is spot on.
You
I
just
know.
gave that. You just
I
gave
know.
that man how much money?
Was it $55 million a year?
I think it's like 200,
million.
yeah,
275 for 5
275
years.
mil.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'd love for
That was
somebody
a
to just
mistake.
throw me 275
You know who's happy
mil.
right now? Brock Purdy and Tua Tagovailoa. Those two guys are very happy right now, seeing the market set for Trevor.
Trevor
Lawrence.
Lawrence's agent is very
Hey,
happy right now.
I can't wait for Tua to get signed forever, and you have to
Be
be on that
miserable.
roller coaster for the rest of
I've
the
been
time.
on a longest playoff drought in the NFL currently. That'd be your Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
That win drought.
Let's go
Win-
to movies.
yeah, win drought.
Let's go to movies.
Like you made it last year.
I know,
movies.
lost to you guys in the snow.
So,
Frostbite.
It was great. What a great day that was.
By the way, baseball's back. We can talk about that next week.
no, we're good right now.
Hitman.
Hitman, and which I love that they actually put a space between hit and man. That way that you don't pull up Hitman that was based off the video game.
Correct.
It is rated R, but it's comedy action, which I did not expect.
The comedy portion of it?
The comedy bit, yeah. Hour and 55 minutes. This is actually based off of a real person
Which
who
they
passed away in 2022.
22. Yep.
And they put a screen up at the end of the
was awesome.
film, which I was just like, hold up. What?
Yeah, because you see it at the beginning of the movie. This was inspired by a true
Right,
life.
but you're like,
But like,
oh,
okay,
whatever,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, Lord of the Rings.
Inspired by, yeah. Professional killer Gary Johnson breaks protocol to help a desperate woman trying to flee an abusive husband.
Beautiful woman.
And finds himself falling for
settle
her.
down.
Oh,
This is a 97% on Rotten
let's go.
Tomatoes. Okay.
Another one.
Lord.
This is the theme of this. I'm sorry, you guys that are watching or listening. As always, you can go to YouTube on what, Ryan?
Just Blaze. Oh, sorry. YouTube.com /C/ the quad with CY.
Great. Good job.
You can go watch us there, or if you're listening, audio listeners all over the world, it's just The Quad with Chris Young. Search it, check it out. And thank you for listening.
Rate and review. We haven't had any of those in a while.
Oh yeah, rate 5 stars, review.
Boo, no. What is it? 5 stars, boo, not country.
Yep.
5 stars, boo, not country.
Yeah.
Sorry, it is youtube.com/C/The Quad with Chris Young. Just to.
There it is. Yeah.
I should know since I upload
I
all
was
the
going to
videos.
say, aren't you
Just
the one
Blaze.
uploading them? Just
Blaze.
So
Back to the
back to the movie.
Adrian Jorna.
Yeah.
Jonah.
It's interesting with Gary Johnson. Like basically the predication to this. You gonna hit the spoiler button?
Time for some spoilers.
The idea of this film basically revolves around the fact that this guy has an alternate persona for his work job.
Ron. I love Ron.
Yeah, he has Ron, and then he's Gary. And he like adopts different like
50 Shades of Grey, Gary.
voice stylings, and without giving too much away, falls in love with someone he's not supposed to fall in love with. And by the end of the movie, he's actually trying not to be a killer, but then
Some stuff
happens. that way I don't give too much away. But it's I thought it was really well done. Honestly, for Netflix,
Better than Bad Boys.
no.
It was not.
No.
Ryan, stop.
Just because you didn't like Bad
saying.
Boys.
When you're 1 out of
Rotten
50,
Tomatoes agrees with me.
1 out of 50
I don't
people.
care.
You're
Is
one of
Ryan the
them.
one voting on Rotten Tomatoes?
Ryan is in charge of Rotten Tomatoes.
Ryan
That's
a
the
Rotten
movie.
Tomato?
Now we finally figured it out.
No wonder.
Makes sense. Remember the Titans has a 99%. That makes sense.
Absolutely. It
But
does.
no, I thought it was good.
I loved this movie beyond
Really?
reason. Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
I
Finally
have,
picked one that Josh loves.
Yeah,
That was great.
I have long been on the Glenn Powell is awesome train, and
See, all right, now you just ruined it.
what?
Before you said anything about the movie, you mentioned the lead actor.
Yeah.
It's like if I told you we're going to watch a Tom Hanks film, you're like 10 out of 10.
And that's how I feel about this. Anything that Glenn Powell is in, I'm immediately in. He has crossed over into the Hanks threshold of I will
No.
go. Yes. Yes.
No.
100%. I think, and Glenn, if you're listening, hit me up, my guy. I'm friends with your sister, Leslie. I
we
think
go.
he can be the next Tom Hanks. I think he has
Wow.
I think he has all of the tools. I think that he can emote. He can take on characters. He
showed some range in this.
He showed a lot of range in this
Yeah.
movie. I think that he's someone that you root for, that you believe. I think he's a great actor.
He's likable.
He's likable. I think, and he can also play like kind of a douche, like he did in Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
He can do anything, and I think that he is the heir apparent to Tom Hanks, and I'm placing my flag on that. I am buying all the stock on Glen Powell Island. Sell me whatever you don't want. I will build my castle there.
Let me put it
I
this
love this
way.
movie.
When you talk about the echelon of characters, Glenn Powell is in The Dark Knight Rises
He is.
as traitor number 1.
Yes.
And do you know
Yeah.
how fast I had to scroll to figure out what character he played?
It's when they break into the savings and into Wall
But
Street
look,
to
look
get
how,
him.
how far down this is.
It was one of his first roles. What do you want from him?
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to put any disrespect on Glenn Powell's name.
Do you remember Tom Hanks' first couple movies?
No.
They weren't Dark Knight Rises. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
The Burbs. You want to go? You want to go there?
Go ahead, Ryan. What did you think?
I thought it was fantastic. It had all the aspects that I wanted in a type of film. It had romanticism, it had drama, it had good storylines, and I loved Ron. Like the persona of Ron was so cool throughout this film to see it kind of grow Because remember, and not to spoil too much, but in the beginning of this film, he's very reluctant to take on this hitman role.
Well, and they become sort of a blend of the person.
Correct.
By the end of the film.
And I think the cool thing about it too is I love the scenes in the school where he's teaching the psychology of like the id and ego, I think is and superego, and that playing out, and showcasing that throughout this film. I thought that was a really cool piece throughout it. So, and by the way, I love you, Liv Tyler. But I have a new number one.
Oh no!
On my list.
Oh dear.
Adria or Jonah is
You're gonna have to fight Jason Momoa for her.
her. She is her.
By the way, that's Sigmund Freud that he's explaining.
Yes.
She is her.
Interesting. You didn't feel that way after we watched Morbius.
Yeah, but this role, she was. Oh God, the scene in the bar between the two of them. Oh, I'm like, yo, that's my girl.
Did you just invoke the name of Morbius?
I did. Michael Morbius. You weren't on this train then.
Nope, I'm on the train now. You were on the Glenn Powell train until now.
Yes,
so
I was.
you played your flag. I'm playing my flag.
No,
Wait,
I absolutely was.
I was just excited because Matt Smith was in that movie and it was awful.
Yep.
Ryan, you didn't find anything corny about this?
No, not at all. It was. It was
Some of the
great.
jokes were kind of flat. Yeah,
Maybe the bathtub scene was a little corny.
little flat.
Maybe.
But we all agreed this is a good movie at the very least.
It's great.
It was a good
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Big fan.
All right, sweet. We finally found a movie that everyone universally thought was good.
Yeah. You're welcome for that, by the way. My suggestion.
Josh, I still want you to see Bad Boys, and I want to hear your.
Did you?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
He hasn't seen it yet.
Good. And I can't wait for you to be on my side of how terrible it was.
Oh my gosh.
I doubt that.
Oh my God, Ryan, get out of here!
It's not. You're the only one, Ryan.
I love
Rotten
that.
Tomatoes
You
looking
just
for
got to Nashville. Now I want you to leave.
Whoa! Whoa!
Ouch. Ouch.
Spent a lot of time in the Huntsville airport waiting to come here to make it for
I
this
know.
podcast.
I know. What are we gonna do this week?
Great question.
I see you scrolling through.
Oh, that's
movies.
pre-sale. Dang it. The Exorcism. Did you see?
No,
see the
no.
trailer
Oh,
for that?
No, I'm not
looks
doing
so
it.
good.
I'm not doing it. We're not doing it.
Yeah.
We are not doing it.
We love horror
No, we do not.
films. Yes, we do.
No, we do not.
Deadpool and Wolverine's end of July. When's Twisters? That's July.
I'm sorry. I think I said this last week. I have zero interest in seeing Twisters.
That's okay. We'll still watch
Really?
it.
I love the original Twister, and I don't think they're ever going to top it.
You know who's in Twisters?
I know. And that's exactly why I knew why you were recommending it.
I'm just saying. We can do Glenn Powell month in July. if
He's
you
like,
want.
if we can chase it, rally and cry. Like,
I think it's gonna be great.
no. I love disaster films.
Yeah.
I just
the
think-
original Twister
I just
is
think
incredible.
Twister should not ever be touched.
Should we go on a Hitman run? Are there other Hitman movies that would be
Oh, there's the video game version of it. But that's
Inside Man? It's not
was
really.
it Timothy Oliphant?
What about Hitman's Bodyguard? Did we ever see that with Ryan Reynolds and
Compare Hitman.
I've seen it. I've seen
Salma
it.
Hayek, Samuel L. Jackson,
It's actually-
Gary Oldman?
I'll be good with that.
It's really good. Do you want to do Hitman's Bodyguard?
Yeah, let's do it.
Have we
What's
not?
its-
Have we not?
I don't
done
think
that?
we did
No,
it.
we haven't. What's it streaming on?
Okay, it's on a whole bunch of stuff. I'm sure.
I don't know.
Apple TV, it looks like. Amazon Prime. Looks like
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Great.
Gotcha.
All right, Hitman's Bodyguard. Be aware, Samuel L. Jackson's in it, so language.
So the MFer might
Yeah.
Do Glenn Powell and Ryan Reynolds look a little bit alike?
a little bit.
Like, right?
No,
A little bit.
No, there's a little bit. There's a little
they
bit
do
there.
not-
Yeah,
okay,
there's a little
get
bit.
out of here.
Jawline?
Yeah,
and
the
some of
jawline, a little bit of
No,
hair. With
no.
like the kind of the beard a little bit. I don't know.
I think, yeah.
buddy. I no.
Just look through.
Now I sound like I don't like Glenn Powell because of you two.
I think we need to have him on the podcast.
I agree.
Well, he probably won't come on now that
No, he will.
I sound like
Well,
this.
Neither will Connor McDavid because you called him Connor McOverrated.
I did not. All right, let's go to the hot take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mustard on that beef.
Lord. Lord, I can't.
I do have a list of the 50 greatest producer tags of all time. There's
What was-
The Pharrell one's awesome.
Wait, which one was Jason Derulo's?
Jason
Derulo.
No,
or
but-
JR.
JR.
No, he had a producer like an actual company. Never mind. I'll find it. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, to the hot take.
So to the hot take.
Did you wait on that and just defend your hot take that you have?
Oh no, it's fine. I'll go ahead and set this up.
Can I set this up?
No.
I brought this up. Let me set it up because the way you're going to explain it is going.
It's going to be exactly how everyone needs to hear it.
No.
So this is.
That's so messed up. I brought this up.
Yeah, I know. This is how this got brought up in casual conversation. This person to my right on the podcast, also known as the Bear, decided that she was right about this because other people agreed with her.
Did she just say that other people agreed with her?
No, it was other people like on the internet that agreed with her. And I was, you know what? I'll use the word. It's going to make me sound even older than I I was flabbergasted when I realized that someone agreed with her about this.
A lot of people actually did.
Which just
we're gonna find out about that.
Boggles my mind, and we will find out about that.
Yes, we will.
She said, "I like chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate chips." That is not a chocolate chip cookie.
Correct.
She argued that it's a chocolate chip cookie just without the chocolate chips. That's just a cookie. That is not a chocolate chip cookie is inherently a chocolate chip cookie because it has chocolate chips in it.
We give the floor to Haley to defend herself.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Okay, so again, growing up, I loved chocolate chip cookies, but I didn't want the chocolate chips. And it's not the
So
same.
you grew up loving cookies.
It's not the same
It's
as
just
a
a
sugar
cookie.
cookie. No, it's not.
I grew up
tastes
eating the
completely
actual
different.
chocolate chips before I ate the cookie.
It doesn't taste the same. So again, I thought I was crazy growing. I was like, I thought maybe I'm the only weird one that I would pull
You
the
are.
chocolate chips out. And then on the internet, I came across something that someone else made, and it says, "Not gonna lie, I be wanting chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate chips." And I'm like, wow, I'm not the only one. And then I go through all the comments, and there's thousands of people responding to this, going, "Yes, I love it." Apparently, it's called you can call it a brown butter cookie.
Okay,
I'm
but it's not a
sure.
chocolate chip
But
cookie.
it is a chocolate chip cookie.
No,
it's
it's
made the
not.
same exact way.
It's a chocolate chipless cookie.
So hold on. Let's back this up. In order to make a cookie, let's look at this: flour, sugar,
Butter.
butter, eggs. Okay.
Okay.
Have I screwed anything up yet?
No.
Maybe a little touch of vanilla.
There you
Who
go. A
knows?
little vanilla.
A little
extract.
salt.
Little
A little salt.
Yeah.
Baking powder or soda, whatever. I don't bake. I cook. Okay,
got
right.
bacon.
So that's how you make. Is that how you would make this cookie? Oh, no. Over here. Look here.
Well-
Is that how you would make the cookie? Look at me.
I haven't made it. I don't know. I usually pick the chocolate chips out.
Speaking of the Dark Knight Rises,
Look at me. Just in theory, that's how you would make this cookie that you speak of, right?
I guess.
Okay. And if I took all of those ingredients and then added chocolate chips, it would then be a chocolate chip cookie. Correct?
It's not the same.
It
Added oatmeal raisins.
It would be quite literally the same. It's quite literally the same thing.
No, because all cookies are made different.
no.
Okay. All right, let's back up. Let's try this again. We'll try it a
It's
different
not
way.
a
We'll try it a
sugar
different way.
cookie, like the way you would
We'll
make a
try it a
sugar
different way.
cookie.
No, it's okay. We'll get there. Okay. So I have a breaded chicken breast.
Let my dude cook right
Okay.
now. Let my dude cook.
I have a breaded chicken breast. And then I put mozzarella, I put Parmesan cheese on it and sauce. That is called
Oh, you're talking about chicken parmesan.
chicken Parmesan. If I don't have those things on there, is it still chicken Parmesan? Just no Parmesan.
Let my guy
Is
cook.
it the same thing?
Let him
Well,
cook.
it's
him
breaded
cook.
differently.
Let him
What?
cook.
Let him cook.
Breaded differently.
No, it's the
No.
same. It's the same.
The way you
Oh my
would bread
God.
chicken parmesan
No,
is
no.
different how you
It
would
is
bread.
the same. I have a breaded chicken breast, and then I add Parmesan and sauce. It's chicken parm. And then if I don't put the Parmesan sauce, it is chicken parm
Y'all are too
without
simple.
the
My boy's
without
cooking
the
right
parm.
now.
Y'all are too simple. I was going based off the fact, yes, I thought I was crazy, but there's other people out there that want.
No, well then you found all the other crazy people.
Why are maybe it's y'all the ones that are crazy?
I don't think
think so.
Whatever you
All
want
right,
to say.
well, we're gonna post
It's not
it.
the same. It's like eating a sugar cookie is not the same as eating a chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips.
That's not what we said.
Well, I didn't say sugar cookie. You're saying sugar cookie. I'm saying if I make a cookie the way that I just described it with all of those things.
Okay, then that would be every other cookie too.
You know, I looked this up, Haley, and actually there's some conversations about this online. You're not alone here, right? And Vice actually wrote an entire article about this.
What's going on?
An entire article about what do you call a chocolate chip cookie without chocolate chips.
But it's not a chocolate chip cookie. That is my point.
And I just want to read you a paragraph from this piece. And it said, while one Twitter user suggested calling them brown sugar cookies, that also feels like a lie, simply because replacing white sugar with brown sugar in a sugar cookie recipe wouldn't necessarily make it taste like chocolate chip cookie. Other tweeters took the inquiry as a joke, a bummer, a war crime, a waste of time, money, ingredients, and energy. Even Nestle Toll House weighed in, calling it a boring cookie.
It's not.
All right.
Chocolate
hit the
chips be
button.
too
Hit
much
the button.
sometimes.
I'm done. I'm done. Just hit the button. Thank you guys, as always, for listening to the Quantum Chris Show.
So what is it? Is it a chocolate chip
Not
cookie?
a chocolate chip
It's
cookie.
a chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips.
Oh, my God.
What
I
is
love
it?
you guys.
You decide.